Hi, I'm Jay Hill, Interim Leader for Wexit Canada. I would like to address one of the most commonly asked questions directed towards myself and our party. Won't Wexit Canada just split the Conservative vote and allow the Liberals to win? First, let's be very clear. The fear of vote splitting is the message the Conservative Party will use to try to frighten Western voters into supporting their party. It's a strategy I'm very familiar with, as it was used successfully by Brian Mulroney's Progressive Conservatives against the Reform Party when I first ran in 1988. However, it was a disaster for them in 1993 when they failed to elect a single candidate in Western Canada. It's important for you to know that there are 49 constituencies in the West where Conservatives were elected by wide margins. Even if their votes were split equally between them and a Wexit candidate, it would be impossible or at least highly unlikely for a Liberal, NDP or Green candidate to win in those ridings. So in those ridings, voters have a clear choice to send a Conservative or a Wexit Canada MP to Ottawa as their representative. The Conservative MP will face strict party discipline to vote whichever way provides their leader and their party the best opportunity for support in Central and Eastern Canada. The Wexit Canada MP, on the other hand, will always vote in the best interests of their constituents and the West. Based on my experience, it is these ridings, primarily in Alberta and mainly in rural areas of the 4 Western provinces, where the Wexit Canada message of freedom and fairness currently resonates the most. Given the infancy of Wexit Canada, it is these ridings where we will have the greatest chance of success, and also where we will concentrate our limited resources. Ridings like my former constituency in northeastern British Columbia. Secondly, in the remainder of the 107 constituencies in Canada's West and North, 36 were won by individuals other than Conservatives. Clearly, vote splitting in those ridings is not an issue, as the Conservatives managed to lose all those races all by themselves. In the remaining 22 constituencies that elected Conservatives but with narrower margins, vote splitting could result in electing an MP from another party. But that is presupposing we will run a candidate in those ridings and that we gather sufficient money and volunteers to properly campaign there. Neither of which is a foregone conclusion, given the likelihood of an early election. And even if we could and did, does anyone really believe the outcome in these 22 ridings will decide which party forms the next government? It never has in the past. And in fact, all too often our national government is decided before the West's votes are even counted. Our goal is to give Westerners a clear choice in the next election, voting as they have in the past, hoping for a different result, or supporting a Wexit Canada candidate they know will break with the past and only vote in the House of Commons for what is best for them and their constituents and their West. We can and must do so much better. It's not for ourselves, then for our children and their children. Won't you join me and us and work for a brighter future? Please join Wexit Canada today and work to build the better country that we all know is possible. Thank you.